point which I'm making, in other words, that even after all that precise proof, Pare remained unconvinced. He could still he can still reinterpret, get out of believing and accepting and recognizing that Hashem is the one who's doing it and that there is Hashem. And it is precisely because of this aspect in the Makkah that he saw Hashem through his activity, through his Makkahs. But he didn't see Hashem directly. He saw what Hashem is able to do. He saw Hashem's koyach. He saw Hashem's fulfilling exactly what he says. But it is still, in a certain sense, it's still indirect. It is through a process, through a proof. Because he did this, that proves that Hashem did it. That did not have the power to force Pare and say, I admit and I'm letting you off. This we could see is what was happening the entire process of the 10 Makkahs. No matter what proof, how clear it was proven, it was only proven, it wasn't shown. He didn't see Hashem, he only saw what Hashem is able to do. And this is where Makkah's B'choros is different. Makkah's B'choros, as the Gemara says, and we say it in the Haggadah every Pesach, and it says in the Chumash, but the Haggadah makes the point, emphasizes the words that Makkah's B'choros was executed not through any second level, not through any messenger, through any malach or a sorov or a shliach. It was HaKadosh Baruch Hu b'chveido b'yatzmei. It was Hashem's presence itself that revealed itself, that made itself present and revealed in Mitzrayim, and as a result of that, this is Makkah's B'choros took place. It was Hashem's own hand, so to speak. Makkah's B'choros showed Hashem's presence directly, not through some kind of an act, but directly. And this is what forced Pare to recognize. He couldn't deny it anymore. He saw Hashem. He saw Hashem's hand. And this is what I want to discuss a little bit more. Where do we see in Makkah's B'choros this phenomenon? It is true, the Pasuk says, Ve'avarti be'eretz Mitzrayim b'laylo hazeh. Hashem said, I will pass through Mitzrayim this night. V'kesi kol peh be'et Mitzrayim, and I'll kill all the B'choros, so forth. That we know because Hashem said so. But how was it that Pare was able to recognize it? So there are several aspects that are associated with this Makkah B'choros that point to this principle. First, in the general inyan, the Makkah's B'choros, where the firstborn were killed. So the question is, what's firstborn? What does it mean, the firstborn? Why the firstborn? What did they represent? What's so significant about it? that the firstborn were killed. If Hashem would have killed in one swoop the same number of people, but they're not Bechorim, but being just as tragic for Mitzrayim, just as scary, just as severe. What's significant in the fact that they were Bechoros? So the explanation for that is the Bechoir has a very special koyach. He represents a very special quality that all the others do not have. The Bechoir, in the simple terms, the Bechoir of a family is the firstborn, and therefore he is the beginning, he is the one who builds the entire next generation. He's the beginning of that. He is the strong pillar that builds the next generation in the family. The Bechoir also represents the first strength of the parents, that this is the Bechoir. Yaakov said to Reuven, Bechoir Yaakov, Reuven, you're my Bechoir, and because you're my Bechoir, you should have had the greatest gift that can given to my children should have been yours. I'm sure you learned this. I can say that Reuven really should have been the Kohen, and Reuven should have been the Melech. Except because of some mistake that Reuven made, that's why it was taken away from him. The Bechoir gets the greatest input, the greatest spirit from his parents is invested in the Bechoir. And that the halacha is, that you're supposed to honor your parents, and along with that, you also are supposed to honor the Bechoir. We learn that from the Torah. Because the Bechoir represents the parents more than any other child.
From another brother?
Yeah.
From parents get to
No, other brothers.
Can you have a sister that's older than the brother?
What?
There's a girl that's older than the boy. She's the firstborn. Is that kid still considered the firstborn of?
Well, the din of Bechoir per se, you're supposed to honor the older in general, but the din of Bechoir per se applies to the firstborn boy. The Bechoir takes, that in the Torah there is the din of inheritance, that children inherit from their parents, their possession, their wealth, and the Bechoir takes a double portion. That's what the Torah says. Pishnai, Bechoir takes a double portion from all other children. In other words, the Bechoir stands for, and he has the power. The essential power of the family is vested first in the Bechoir. Similarly, when you talk about Mitzrayim, so the Bechoir in Mitzrayim, let me step back a little bit. In Avodas Hashem, the Bechoirim, originally, the Bechoirim were the Kohanim. To bring Korbanos was done by the Bechoiris. This is why Yankee was so anxious to take the Bechoir away from Esav. Because he said, how can Esav be allowed to do the Avodah, to bring Korbanos?